everybody. Hello. We've decided to come down to downtown Palm Springs today. They installed a Pride Memorial and we wanted to come and check it out. While other states are arresting people for putting their memorials back in, we're being encouraged to keep it up. So we're gonna go check it out. So come on with us.
So do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone?
So as many of you know, we haven't done anything as far as YouTube for about a year now. And my eyes have gotten so bad that it's really hard for me to edit video. However, I have a new tool that I'm going to try out. So this is the first video we've done since that. So it's going to be a little awkward and fumbly, and that's just going to be the way it is. But we really wanted to see this memorial. It was installed, I think, in November. And Gary's looking at it now, that's why I'm stalling. Anyway, let me turn the camera around so you can see it. No, you don't have to get out of the way, Poppy. This is very cool. If the camera's bouncing around, I apologize, but I'm not moving too well lately. So it's just the way it is. What you see is going to be what you get. As many of you know, Gary wanted to move to Palm Springs because of the political climate that we were experiencing in Florida. And some of you who live in Florida may not have gone through what we went through, but we decided it was time to get out. In addition to which, the storms were getting worse. So he'd wanted to move to Palm Springs a long time ago. So we did. And, you know, I mean, Palm Springs has its homophobic responses too, and there's a lot more here than we anticipated, but for the most part it's still a supportive environment, and you're always going to find adversity no matter where you go. But this just goes to show you the community support that there is here in Palm Springs. This is a metal sculpture. Let me get my mic. Hope you can hear that. It's very cool, actually. It reminds me of a big Rubik's Cube. And let's see. Get out of the way here. Once again, my eyes aren't so great, so I'm not sure if you can read that or not, or exactly where it's angled on the screen, but we'll see what happens when I get to the editing process here. Anyway, if anyone's interested in knowing where this is, we're on Alejo Road in between Palm Canyon and Indian Canyon Drive, and we're right next to the Palm Canyon Theater, which is a little community theater. And off in the distance, if you can see that, that's the Christmas light, or the Christmas tree, where they held Christmas lighting, I think it was Friday of this past week. Today's December 11th, so it was Friday. And then Saturday they had a parade. The thing about Palm Springs, there's always a parade about something. And I don't think I've ever seen so many parades happen in a town in my life. I'm gonna walk up here to the Christmas tree too while we're here, just to have a look. This little piece of land has got some really cool things on it, and we have been to several plays at this theater that's right there, and I've never really paid much attention to this here. We just want to get out of the theater and go eat somewhere, but this has got some really cool things to it. Like there's a statue over here, or a sculpture that's a water sculpture, and of course the Christmas tree is right there. But there's also this little amphitheater down in here as well. Right here. And the other night when they did the tree lighting, there was a choir that sang in here. Oh my gosh, look at this. And the waters, this whole thing is a sculpture. Oh, this is cool. I never saw this before. So this whole wall is built for the water to go down into a pool down here.
That's cool.
This is very cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is cool. Gary's really getting into taking pictures of this sculpture. He's a really good photographer.
This is really interesting the way it's put together, because it's made up of triangles. First of all, everything is a triangle, and it's hard to describe, but it flows. It flows in different ways and different patterns depending on what angle you're looking at, and it's going to be interesting to photograph. It has been so far, and I think it's going to be interesting when we see them on a larger screen, where we'll actually see some detail. But there are openings through the whole thing. It's several different pieces that are put together, but they've left openings in between them that gives you a totally different perspective. And it's like it's saying, there are so many ways to look at me, and there are so many ways to think of me and deal with me, but yet I'm still just one big
Me?
contiguous item thing. And I think that's really very, very interesting.
I think that explains it. I'm gonna see if I can videotape this.
I'd got a picture of it.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to read this or not. But it explains how the triangles are incorporated and the history of the triangles' association with homosexuality, when the Nazis used it to put us all in concentration camps and we all had to wear pink triangles.
And the history of the lambda.
Yes, and the lambda, that's right. Yes. I'm getting teary-eyed just glancing over this myself, and I'm not really reading much of it because I can't see a whole lot of it, but I can see what's in the sun. This is very cool.
It is. It's very cool. It's